have Stav Shafir, Yossi Yona, Shari Yachimovich behind you.
I think you're putting people in the same kind of category, and you're wrong. My party, my faction supports the Trachtenberg Plan fully. There was some argument about one issue which has to do with the national expenditure. That's fair enough. You know what? I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my party that is open and transparent. It's not dictatorial. It always had been. You know that even when Ben-Gurion led in '48, there was another faction biting him. So it's okay. I'm in a good shape. Secondly, we're basically centrist in a lot of things we say. We are a variety of leaders that is a beautiful combination of the story of Israel. I've got hawks and doves. Remember, in Labour there were always hawks and doves. You have hawks, or let's say more hawkish like me, like Eitan Kaber, like Omer Bar-Lev, like Eitan Broshi, like Dani Attar. Even Shelley on certain things was more hawkish, definitely on foreign affairs and peace plan. And there are more doves, predominantly Merav and Stav, and perhaps and Amir, you know, perhaps on social issues. But all in all, we're all there. Nobody in my party argues about demanding and declaring that we will end poverty amongst elderly within 2 years. And nobody argues about increasing the income of single mothers. And nobody argues about lowering the cost of living of families in Israel or about our housing plan. Nobody. Now, around being deemed lefty, there was an attack, a concentrated attack, unjustified, even disgusting, because it's full of lies, against Yossi Yona, who fought in the Yom Kippur War in the most heroic battle, or Stav, who went to Krustais. Stav, by the way, people are making a lot of mistakes about Stav. Stav is a very serious legislator and a big fighter, and you'd never see her expressing opinions as you declare. And she denies flatly that she ever said what they tell her. And let me say, the way I saw I was treated. I was quoted in part of the campaign of Bennett as saying, it's not good to say Jewish state. But the sentence was, it's not correct to say Jewish state, it's correct to say nation state of the Jewish people. And I say that in an agreement, it's a must that at the end of the agreement, not as a prerequisite to prevent the negotiations, it should be defined clearly that Israel is the nation state of the Jewish people and Palestine the nation state of the Palestinian people.
We're waiting to find out about Washington. You're invited to the AIPAC conference. Are you going to be speaking there?
We haven't made a final decision yet because I don't want to be part of the farce that is now emanating from Washington.
There are news from now
that
he's considering.
Who is he?
He is Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is considering either only being in AIPAC or being in a closed audience. Without an audience, he's not going to play.
So that's why I will wait to see the outcome. And in the Middle East, as you know all too well, it all boils down to the wee hours of the last moment. Yes.
Jeremy.
Hi.
Jeremy what?
Jeremy Sharon, the religious affairs.
Good.
I'm not sure if I prefer this on the record or off the record, but if you get
side up according to the question.
no problem. If you get to form a government, you'll need to bring in Yahadut Farah and or Shas or one of them at least. You're going to have to offer them something in terms of moderating the Chok Gius, and so there's that issue, and also in previous governments, everyone has offered the Haredim a veto on issues of Datum Medina, the status quo. How do you see yourself?
I don't intend to deal with it at all until after the elections. Period. However, let me say the following. I think that one doesn't read well the enormous... I don't mind this on, because I'm not going to go into the details at all, because I want first to win and have a majority, and my aim is to be the biggest list. And what I'm telling voters is, vote for us if you want us to form the government, and don't waste your votes on other parties. But on the issue that you raised, I think there's something wrong in the way one reads what's going on in the ultra-Orthodox camp. There is a major change and a major revolution going on in front of our eyes. And things that people believed were the main topics of the day in the past are not the main topics of the day today. Today the Haredim, in many ways, first and foremost, want to live normally and want to earn normally That's why I don't think it's necessarily the first issue that will come about. Yes. Now you're recording me, wow. כן, בבקשה.
עכשיו אני רוצה יש שלטים ברחבי הארץ, אני אדבר בעברית יותר קל. ברחבי הארץ על הסייעת שלישית, שלמעשה אנחנו מבקשות סייעת שנייה. מה התוכניות?
אנחנו רוצים להוסיף סייעת.
וגם התייחסות לגבי החוק.
התוכנית שלנו מדברת במפורש על הוספת סייעת נוספת לגני הילדים, כך שבמקומות שיש 2 זה 3, במקומות שיש 1 זה 2. חד וחלק. הנושא הזה עולה המון, הוא דוגמה קלאסית ללקיחת אחריות על ידי המדינה. כי לא ייתכן שבגני הילדים יהיו 35 ילדים. לא ייתכן. התוכנית מדברת, התוכנית מתוקצבת מלא. היא מתוקצבת בשנתיים על 7 מיליארד שקלים. היא מלאה ומכוסה באופן מלא. גם על ידי העובדה שבתוך התוכנית, דרך אגב, היא כוללת המון נושאים. חינוך, בריאות, רווחה וכמובן דיור, והנושאים שהעלית בין היתר, והזקנה. והיא מתוקצבת כך שבביטול המע"מ 0 יש לך 2.5 מיליארד שקלים, הגדלת ההוצאה הלאומית באמצעות נוסחת הוצאה הרבה יותר מאוזנת וצודקת מהנוסחה של לפיד וביבי חוקקו באישון לילה שריסקה את החברה הישראלית בקיצוץ של 10 מיליארד שקלים בין לילה, וגביית מיסים רגילה מתוך הצמיחה של 3%, וסדרי עדיפויות, לדוגמה, פחות בזבוז באזורים שהם לא חיוניים למדינת ישראל, יש לך את ה7 מיליארד שקלים האלה. זה לא בשמיים.
What is the biggest challenge facing Israel today?
The biggest challenge facing Israel today is two. One is internal. We have a changing society, and our changing society has to recognize the fact that whilst the flame is the idea of Zionism, it has to speak about equality for all, recognizing the various groups in our society and giving them a sense of well-being and purpose in our country, which means social justice in a far way, in a far-reaching interpretation. This is what our mission statement is all about. And secondly, of course, the fact that we are faced with an ongoing crawling of seclusion, boycotting, and conflict with our allies, partners, or the international community. This sips in. This is dangerous. We have to turn the tide by operating smartly and boldly, by being innovative and building coalitions. And for me, security is not only the barrel of the guns, which is important in and of itself, but by building regional coalitions and fostering and strengthening the unique strategic relationship with the United States.
I just wanted to thank you very, very much. Ofer has given us the siman.
Right.
I think we all thoroughly enjoyed